All right guys, this video we've got a Challenger and Steve's got a Mr. Norm's hood pin kit.
Yeah, Mr. Norm's, they've been known for all Mopar goodies since the 60s. Yeah, we picked up their hood pin kit, so we're gonna try to get this thing installed.
So we're gonna first adjust the hood and then we'll get to the hood pin kit. So this is an aftermarket hood, aftermarket Hellcat hood.
That went through.
It's always sat up really weird on them. Like it always looked like it was not closed or something, but this is new. The whole vehicle's new to him. You can see somebody's tried to do something. They've lowered the living crap out of this hinge. Like they've augered it out to the point where it's almost below. But this does not look like a factory post. It looks like I don't know if you guys can see that, but back there they've augered this out to have this brace behind, which I think is where it's supposed to be. So you can see there with my finger. I think this is supposed to be on the back side of that. You know what? We could probably pass it through here, actually.
Okay.
And then I think this is going to raise this so that the hood can actually stay closed properly and look decent. That's our plan anyways. I want it to be through like that.
Okay.
And that's more in line with what I think we need to do. Only crappy part is you got to tighten the bolts from the inside now.
Inside?
Well, it's inside out, right? The threads are in here.
Snap.
So that's probably why somebody said hail to the nah and didn't do it.
Okay, well.
But the holes do line up. We might need to auger this slightly, but.
All right, we'll be right back.
So this is the aftermath. Steve hates this now.
Dude, my fingers are cramped up. Like, look at this. It's all purple and black. Oh.
So I guess the idea behind this is so that technically it would have to tear this metal bar through the fiberglass if it ever, caught wind or something. But I don't know what kind of design this is. But anyways, we had to put the bolts through the backside. So
I had to take my hand and like reach up in here, have John hold the socket, and then I could sit there and just like 2 fingers just.
So they kind of gave us a hint at this because they already had most of this cut away. We just had to kind of customize it a little bit and trim it to get it to line up with this mark that somebody else put here. But
now the hood should suck down.
The only thing is we're gonna have to lift this up because this is gonna be way too low now. So like I said, somebody augered this latch out and dropped it way low to compensate for what was there, but still wasn't enough. So we're gonna have to loosen these and bring it up. But technically now the hood should close all the way. So here's the end result of us adjusting the hood. We finally got to sit down nicely. So
yeah, this hood is not square by any means. It is a hunk of junk. But yeah, the gap, you nailed it perfectly.
It's decent, right? A lot better than what it was. But like you said, we don't know how true this hood is. But we cleaned it up. We got a decent fender gap on that side. Pretty decent fender gap there. Now on to the next project.
Hood pins.
So these are the brackets that go under the hood. They use this existing hole. We gotta drill 2 holes in here. We've got this panel off because that has to get installed with this underneath it. So that has to be, underneath there, like that, and then that goes on top. But in order to access the nuts, the instructions say you have to notch this out so you can get to nuts. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna notch this, and then we'll be able to drill all of these holes. Happy with that?
Sure. We'll get the file and we'll just clean it up a little bit.
It's not even that bad, really. So right now we're trying to find a home for this bracket. Kind of have a bunch of options to move it around. And then we're going to figure it out, put it here, and then we got to drill these 2 3/16 holes. That's what that looks like after we cut it out. You got this nice little access. We can actually get to the nuts through here. So we marked our 2 holes there with the center punch. And now Steve's just going to drill them out with 3/16. All right, so Steve's gonna put the hood pin into the bracket.
First it says, and then it says to go ahead and put it in place, and then we'll bolt it down with the hard wire that's supplied. And the nice thing with this is all stainless steel. Don't have to worry about ever rusting or rotting out.
And you can adjust the height and whatnot after too.
Yeah, that's probably good right about there.
Tightening up our hardware. So that's what she looks like all installed.
Look at that. Nice.
What do you think? You approve?
Approve. I think the only thing that we may have to do, they didn't say, but if this goes down anymore, it's going to hit the plastic.
If you have to lower it too much, he's saying. You might have to drill a hole through the backside of plastic.
Yeah, let's pop this off and go straight down.
That's I'm more. This looks like a whole heck of a lot of fun drilling this out to come out through the top. I think that's where the fun part is, but we'll find out. Alright, so we got all our brackets, the hood pins in. Now we gotta have the fun part, the dusty part of cutting the holes. Instructions say to put the paint pen or paint mark on the top, and we're gonna lower the hood. It's gonna touch the hood, give us our mark, and then it's supposed to be a 1/4 inch measuring out from that. We think it's this way, we'll double check that in a second. But we're gonna measure, and then we gotta cut a hole here on both sides, and then the scary part is the top. So we're gonna put some paint on, let's see where it lands. So we just did it, and once we did it, it became pretty obvious what they were talking about. So we had to put paint on the side of this. So you can pretty much take a 1/4 inch from the point of this to the very side, because when you lay the hood down, it's gonna hit on the corner. So essentially that's hitting on the side. So our hole has to be a 1/4 inch this way. So that's where they're saying 1/4 inch out is where we have to drill our hole. So got our paint dots on each side, and we'll start drilling.
Oh man.
So here's our 1/4 inch off. I actually put a different drill bit in this actual hole saw so that it sticks out, so I can try to get a straight hole here. So
Do you want to love tap it with the punch first? Or?
no, it'll cut pretty.
Oh man. I'll be cutting my hood.
Too late.
Oh, my hood. Now the problem is going too long though.
I know.
You can't go through the skin here.
Well, technically we're gonna end up going through that anyways.
Yeah, but you're not gonna.
Biggest hood ever.
Wow.
There we go.
Oh my god, my hood.
And I'm gonna stop once we get in a little bit. Nice. We're too
Keep
high.
going, keep going.
We're not too high like you're concerned, are we?
Okay. I don't know.
Let's swap it up to a little bit. That's nice.
There's a hole in my hood now. Damn it.
That's a pretty good cut.
Now see if that grommet fits.
Sheesh. No, it won't, because it's probably made for a metal hood. Is that where that's supposed to go?
That's what it says it's supposed to go. Oh, look at that.
Sheesh.
It's almost like we know what we're doing. This is sketchy.
Somebody does.
All right.
On to the next.
Next side.
All right, so we got this hole nicely drilled through here. Instructions give you this template that you would actually put on the hood, and then you would know where to put all your holes and whatnot. We're gonna go with the, yeah.
This is aftermarket hood, so they don't fit with the darn.
Steve don't trust the hood.
No.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use their idea and modify it. We're gonna put paint dots on the top and let it touch on the inside of the skin through the hole. And then we're gonna drill our pilot up and through, and then we can enlarge it to the size of the peg that we're supposed to. I think it's a 7/8 hole actually. Yep. And then after that, we can just put our actual brackets on and drill the rest of the 4 holes for the plates. But that's what we're doing. Let's go.
All right, so you can see, put the paint there, and inside, let's see if you can see this. It's gonna be kind of hard. So you can kind of see there's the yellow paint mark. So now John is gonna do the brave part.
Why do I have to?
Of putting a hole in my hood. With the light?
I can see. You ready?
No.
Me neither.
No, no. This was a nice hood until John got a hold of it. Oh. Ouch. That looks rough. Just hearing the crunch. Can you hear with the light? I don't know where it's best for you.
Okay. So we're gonna use a step bit. If you guys haven't used these, they make a really clean hole. That is the plate. It goes up to 3/4. They say to put a 7/8 hole in it, but we're gonna step it up to 3/4 and see what we got. So we're just double checking, making sure we're all good, and she's poking through. It's a turtle head.
What? I don't feel safe working with you on my car.
Why not?
My poor Challenger. Oh.
So look at that. That's pretty decent.
Heck yeah. Let's go over here and look at this one. Woo.
Once we click her down.
Looks good.
All right, next day we had to take a break, but we got this out to a 7/8 hole, got it centered, and then we put this over, centered it up around our peg, and Steve dimpled it. Now he's gonna drill it with a 1/16 drill bit. There you go. I'm finishing snugs. Looks pretty good. Woo! How you feel about that?
I don't know.
You not sure?
Let's see what it looks like. Still gotta do this part of it.
Other way.
Oh wait, yes, right. There is a left and right. We just found out.
Yeah, they didn't give you two matching pins. They're both so that it can be symmetrical on the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
So we're trying to figure out where to lay the wire, but the last screw goes up in the bottom to hold the cable. So we'll figure that out. I'll show you guys. Okay, so we're trying to figure out where we want to put these cords. But, I mean, some guys will lay them over on the paint like that. We've seen them a few different ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some guys will do like this. We're gonna go dead smack between the two headlights on the Challenger and try to get this to stand up so that it doesn't even touch our paint like that. It's kind of the preferred way that we want, and then it's just a screw that goes up into the plastic that holds it here. So if you ever wanted to uninstall it, you wouldn't even be able to see the hole that we're making, but that'll go up into there and hold our cord.
Okay.
There she is.
One down, another one to go.
All right, so that came out pretty good, you guys. We ended up situating them there, and then we mounted them in the center between the two headlights, and it looks really symmetrical, this kind of way that the cable is laying. And I don't know, like I said, a lot of guys will like lay it down on the paint, but it's not even my car. But if it was my car, I think I would prefer this way. I think it looks pretty cool, and even the side profile of it, you can see it looks, I don't know, pretty chic in my opinion. But we will link that kit down below, right? That's the Mr. Norm's kit.
Mr. Norm's.
We'll put the product link down below. That's the official logo of Mr. Norm's. But if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you guys are interested in more on this Challenger, check out the other videos that we have. And we also did a cam install on this. I'm sure we're actually about to do a few other things too. So there'll be more content on this. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next video.